I was meant to start this channel in January, so surely I'm not the only one who fell into a bit of a slump at the start of the year and hasn't followed through with their 2026 goals. So if this is also you, we are gonna get back on track together, and I'm gonna talk through everything that I have done so far to kind of breathe new life into this year. I am a content creator and a music producer. I currently work 9 to 5 in marketing. While this is my first YouTube video, it is not my first rodeo as a YouTuber. Okay, now that the introductions are out of the way, let's get into it. The first thing that I have done is taken stock of everything that's happened this year, because chances are it is not as bad as you think. Yes, maybe I didn't start the YouTube channel that I wanted to start. I haven't produced as much music as I would have liked to. However, I got back into reading, I got into slightly better shape this year, and I have been making music intermittently. It just hasn't been formed as a consistent habit yet. So now you've given yourself a pat on the back for all the things you have done. Even if it's just things like turned up to work, didn't quit, didn't completely derail my life this year. Or maybe you did, and it's fine. It's completely fine. You can get back on track at any time. Next thing I would do is figure out why things haven't gone the way you had hoped. Maybe some of your goals are just not a priority for you right now. I was trying to exercise 5 times a week, and I realized that it's just unrealistic for me. So instead, I've just been focusing on more walks and maybe exercising twice a week if I can do it. Or on the other hand, maybe there's goals that you still really care about, but you just don't have the routine in place for it. So for music production, yes, I have been doing it, but I haven't actually protected the time that I want to do it every single week. And that is why I still haven't made anything that I particularly love this year. Next thing I would really suggest is that you set more limited, focused goals. If you're anything like me, goal setting to you looks like a complete 180 on your current life. And that's not me saying that that's not achievable. It's more maybe like a 5 to 10 year plan rather than things that you can control this year. And the problem with setting goals that are so far out of your reality is that when you consistently fall short of them, you're basically telling your brain that you don't follow through with what you've set your mind to, and you don't really want to have that kind of belief about yourself. So last year, I only set myself 2 goals, and I actually did achieve them, which is probably why I feel so positive about this year, even if it hasn't gone to plan. I wanted to get a 9 to 5 job with a certain salary, and I wanted to move to London. That is still a pretty big life change, but I knew that it wasn't so far out of reach because I knew I had the skills to ask for a certain salary, and I knew kind of the market of where I was operating. So this year I have set myself 2 goals. I want to be consistently creating content on YouTube and TikTok. And the second one is that I want to start making music that I actually am excited about releasing. That's it. I haven't attached any kind of monetary or numbers goals to these because I know that while content creation is something that I have done for a few years, and I do have the systems and the skills to like maybe do it quicker and more consistently, music production is something kind of new to me. I have always been an audio engineer, so I don't want to put any pressure on, let's say, oh, I want to have a #1 single. I don't even have one song that I could release. So we're not going to put that kind of goal down. I would never suggest that you need to make your entire life about goals and hustling and blah, blah, blah. So I have written a little wish list of things that I want to do this year that is more fun. For you, that might look like whatever it is that you're into, that is going to be all about the things that bring you joy and nothing else. Okay, now that we have our goals, we need to kind of work backwards and create a plan of action. I am a big believer that the right routine for you and the right way to achieve something comes from getting to know yourself. For the longest time, I forced myself to try and exercise in the morning, and it actually makes me feel physically sick. So I don't do it, even though it sounds so good, even though so many, podcasters and productivity gurus always talk about exercising in the morning. If it doesn't work for you and it makes you completely miserable and it's unsustainable, don't do it. The best way that you can achieve something is by working with how you perform best and then just kind of amplifying it. Like I said, in the mornings, I'm not very good at exercising, but I do love spending some time on my own doing the things that I love. So this is the perfect time for me to work on a new track or make music or whatever it is, because no one is bothering me during that time. I am not exhausted from my job and I'm not sick of staring at a screen. So while a lot of musicians are like, oh, create best at night, actually the mornings are the time that I create best. These are obviously just my examples, but the point is that you want to figure out what works best for you and what is going to be sustainable for you based on the goals that you want to achieve. So I would create a routine that supports your goals. So let's say if you want to start posting 5 times a week on Instagram, how long does it take you to create a post? What are you going to post about? When are you going to be scripting and ideating? How does that look like day to day? If you want to start exercising, what kind of exercises do you enjoy? When do you work out at your best? Could be in the evening, could be in the morning. What is sustainable around your routine as it is right now? And if you don't know, then this is the time to find out. This is the time to learn about yourself and not be afraid to make changes and adjustments wherever you need to. And the important part is that you probably already have more than you are aware of. You probably have skills that already transfer to what you want to achieve. You might already have equipment that you need to create content or to create music or whatever it is. And there's a lot you can do with where you are right now. So if you don't know yet how you're going to get there, I would go into a testing phase and just keep adjusting until you nail down kind of your ideal routine that keeps you consistent. The last thing that I want to end this video on is you can start at any point. You can start in the middle of the year. You can procrastinate all day and start at 9 o'clock and still do a lot. You can achieve more than you did the entire year in the final month of the year. So don't be afraid to pick back up where you left off. Just because, let's say you were exercising for 3 months and then you fell off for a month, it doesn't mean that you didn't make any progress. Just kind of get back up and get back into it. If you made it this far, drop me a follow and let me know what goals you're focusing on this year. I will be posting a lot more videos about becoming an artist in today's world, as well as changing the direction of your life and career after maybe you focused on the wrong things in your 20s, and that's completely okay. So I hope to see you on another video very soon.